Hello everyone, welcome to our Let's Play series of Disco Elysium. This is Colonel RPG as usual, and I'm very happy that you chose to join me today, as, did we have anything to talk to Acel about? No, we did all the talking. But we did have a new... We have a new thought, but unfortunately, not only is it difficult to read what the thoughts are, I like that, but it is difficult, but also the new thought is not marked. Why is that? I know what it is. It's this one, but why is it not marked? Temporary, research bonus -1 perception. That's all right. Research time is 1 hour and 1.5 hours. Let's see. Yeah, it's another Copo type. The worst one. The most savage and brutal. The art cop. Nothing is good enough for him. Everything is shit. You have to employ an armada of adjectives to depict and demean the mediocrity of the works and visual institutions around you. Really flex that critical muscle until the vocabulary for punishing mediocrity, that's how it's pronounced, I think, becomes second nature. Here we go. And I'm not going to go with that. Not only because I already have a Copo type, but also because conceptualization seems like an ableist piece of shit. A lot of our theories are pieces of shit, but this one said something about... did you see that comment? I'm talking about the comment about... What is it? What was it about? Was it architecture? I think it was. And how it's autism? Yeah. Fuck conceptualization. Also, I suck at that, so yeah, but mostly fuck conceptualization, and fuck that noise. So what are we doing? Well, I am getting out of here, for one. The map doesn't show up. Man, this game engine must be a real pain in the ass to work with. Oh, it must be a real pain in the ass. This is I think this thing was added in the last patch, and I think all that are missing is a layer, a semi-transparent layer behind this, probably dark, to make it readable. But what did surprise me is, did you see when I opened the map and said the map wasn't available? Yeah. It's the opposite of the bug. Although not quite the opposite of the bug of that it used to happen. Where, oh, can I actually... No, I can't do anything back here, can I? I can't zoom out or zoom in. No. Oh. No, the game just crashed. That's what it did. It did done crash. And yeah, it's the opposite, but only on the first thing, where we used to be able to see the map when we shouldn't, and vice versa. Yeah, this is... I don't know. Unless they only have one person who has never worked on the game and is just like, you know, wasn't part of the development of the game and is now trying to patch everything and just being overwhelmed. I don't know though. I don't know if it probably is the same people, right? Patching the game, because yeah, at least it's better now. At least you can see the map when you shouldn't see the map, which is better than not being able to see the map when you should see the map, especially because it's fixable and it's only on the first thing. But yeah, so what I was trying to do, let me actually save, because the game crashing is gonna be, hopefully, I think I know why it crashed. It had something to do with the scrolling, and yeah, so we are going to the waterfront again before we go to the church, and I'm also gonna look at my tasks here just to make sure I know what I'm doing. I do know what I wanted to come here for, but ask the fisher folk in a village. Oh, about Ruby. I'll definitely do that. Oh, also because we have Kim, we have a bunch of other things to do in the village. So it's and we also have the smoker on the balcony. Oh man, that sucks. That sucks. So what we came here to do is to buy things. Also, they're not here. Oh, they are here. Oh, come on. Yeah, I was gonna say they're not here. No, they are. That reminds me, I want health.
It is such a pleasure to see you again, officer. How may I head the citizens' militia on this fine day?
You will help me, but I need my rhetoric to help me out on this as well as you help me. I will need to improve my my rhetoric points. So, rhetoric pence before the points. I can't believe I only have the white polo shirt. It's my only rhetoric pants. Or, yeah. What's polo anyway? Is it? Nah, it can't be. It is. It really is. For some reason, I don't know. I keep thinking that what's polo anyway, whenever I need it, comes with something else. We have a -1 from our thoughts, but that's fine. We're not thinking on anything, are we? No, everything has been thoroughly thought. So, we could forget the homosexual underground thing over here. Because I don't... I'm also curious to see if we start obsessing about sexuality again after I forget it. But, as far as I can tell, the only reason to do that is so we can have a chat with Kim and all that sort of stuff. So, I don't know. Let's keep it like that. Oh, wait! Rhetoric. The reason why you use rhetoric could be because of this. And I don't... yeah, it could be. Or the reason why I think that rhetoric has more than one is possibly that. Anyway, it isn't. So what we're gonna do... am I really... Where are my drugs? Did the game unpatch or patch my drugs away? I think it did. I think it did. Somehow. Maybe they did rebalance some stuff. Either way, drugs are fine, but I don't need them. I mean, I do, but we can live without them. So that's all I'm saying. What we're gonna do is we're gonna go to our rhetoric up here, and we're gonna increase it without smoking because we know we don't need to. So this is gonna allow us to learn many things. And now our map, Gaston Martin. Yep. And I think the scroll wheel might be bugged because it's very slow. I'm fine with it because I have a mouse that can make it free will. So it's a little bit better, but it's still a pain. So you have a volition check on Joyce? Yeah. Everything else is fine, I think. Yeah, there's definitely something going on with the game. I don't know what's up, but we'll make it through. Let's convince Gaston to relinquish his sandwich.
All right, this is how we're gonna do it.
I admire your handiwork, chef, but there are a few things I do differently.
Like what, officer?
His eyes rest on the sandwich.
This is as good as they come in Revachol, I assure you.
This calls for an engineering angle. Structural rigidity, exposed rafters, lattice works, that type of approach.
Had you put a large slice of Oldovian cheese crosswise from the ham, it would minimize the component loss via crumbling.
Mon Dieu, that is an excellent idea.
He exclaims.
That would virtually negate the component loss.
Beautiful. Now bring it home with paprika.
I'll do you one better. The air pocket between cheese and ham could house pre-roasted paprika.
Ce serait délicieux!
He shouts excitedly.
Can you make that sandwich, officer?
Sure, but I'm going to need yours as a prototype first.
I hope you are not just tricking an old man out of the little he has left.
He says solemnly and hands you his sandwich. Initial development takes time, of course, but in 6 to 9 months you will eat the, quote, sandwich of the gods, unquote.
Oh, god of sandwiches, maybe?
He tries to pitch in.
But in the meanwhile, what can I do for you here and now, officer?
Yeah, god of sandwiches would be nice as well. Bye for now. I thought I would just get health from the sandwich. This might be the biggest sandwich you have ever seen. The size is almost intimidating, invoking feelings of inadequacy. Abundant in components, rich in both smell and taste, probably. This truly is the work of a master craftsman.
The ham sandwich looks fresh and nutritious in your hand, begging to be eaten.
Here, Kim. Let's share. And I'm gonna hold the sandwich out.
I'll pass.
The lieutenant replies with a polite nod.
Thanks.
When you hold something up long enough, some people are compelled to take it. Try it on the lieutenant.
Okay, I'm gonna hold the sandwich up for the lieutenant to take it.
Thank you, but no, I'm not hungry.
I'm gonna keep holding the sandwich.
No.
Okay, No, I'm a jerk, so I'm not gonna lower the sandwich.
No.
I'm gonna hold the sandwich up, moving it closer to his chin.
The lieutenant's eyes express an absolute lack of interest.
I'm gonna move the sandwich around in front of the lieutenant's mouth and make aircraft noises.
The lieutenant stands next to you, but he might as well exist in a parallel realm. This man does not crack under pressure. Stars would die before he'd succumb to any kind of manipulation. With this realization comes a sudden flash of pride.
Have the sandwich interceptor circle in front of the lieutenant's face and then gently nosedive against his lips.
Stop that.
He doesn't sound amused. He wouldn't be. No means no, and I am a jerk, so no. I'm gonna send the ham fighter craft for another mission.
One look at the lieutenant immediately tells you he is ready for your assault sandwich. A bad idea. Men like the lieutenant are not won over by such childish maneuvers.
I'm gonna proceed with the mission.
The lieutenant slaps the sandwich out of your hand faster than you could ever hope to react in your sorry state. It lands in the dirt and falls apart.
Hey!
Officer, we have serious matters to attend to. I suggest we get to them right now.
He seems completely unfazed by the situation. And I lost my sandwich. Can I pick it up? What? What? What do you... You don't... This is... I can't pick it up? In Disco Elysium? They didn't think that you would want to eat the sandwich off of the dirt. I'm baffled. I'm baffled. I came here for health. Yeah, I'm terrible. I'm terrible, Kim. So I do the things that I do. So I think, or I thought, there was something here that I could buy for 25 real. Or reais, depending on if they want it to be Portuguese. Because L gets pluralized differently in Portuguese. Actually, I'm pronouncing it... I didn't even pronounce it in any kind of English pronunciation. Reais? That's not at all. How? No, that is the Brazilian pronunciation, I think. This is more characteristic of Brazilian Portuguese than the sh, more typical of Portuguese, or European Portuguese, I should say. So, I don't know where it is. Let's talk to him.
Everything's still cool here, officer.
The street vendor assures you. Hey, a quick question. Do you sell any tapes?
Tapes? You mean like music tapes? No, music is out. Don't listen to music. I sell extremely cool sunglasses. If you want to get your mojo going.
He points at the shoddy box on the left. All right, so you have no idea whatsoever where I could find tapes?
Tapes?
The notion sounds preposterous to him.
Tapes are everywhere. They're worthless. Kids throw them in the trees. There's one in the bushes, right behind this lorry.
He nods at the empty lorry cabin behind his back.
No one would ever throw a good pair of high-quality plastic sunglasses in the bushes, mister.
His smile widens.
To the west, dark brown ribbons of tape hang from the tree, flowing in the wind. You should have a look. It's better than nothing.
I should, interfacing. Oh, it's that one over there. To the west. So this is the west. I wouldn't have guessed. I have no idea how that I would have come to that conclusion. So the south is that? There? Okay.
The hawthorn tree on Rue de Saint-Gilles Lane. Bronze-colored ribbons of magnetic tape are caught in its branches, fluttering in the breeze. Just like promised, you've stood here for what seems like eons, guzzling the sickly fumes of lorries and carriages.
Not good, Hawthorne. Piss off, nature! And I'm gonna punch the tree.
The hawthorn tree is not an inanimate object. It is a living thing. The thunk against the bark echoes with discontent. At first, the destructive urge felt exhilarating, as if it added something to your persona. But the feeling swiftly receded, leaving you with a sad emptiness. The gnarled hawthorn tree on Rue de Saint-Gilles Lane. A wintry breeze blows by, making the magnetic tape flutter.
Yeah. Yeah. So I punched it because I remembered that I heal from punching things. So we're gonna need an interfacing check, which shouldn't be a problem. I just also want to change my clothes because of things. So let's look at our interfacing. Well, we have these gloves. What else? We have these gloves over here that are actually a lot better for interfacing, which means I should really throw these away. Although they might be better for some work. And that's about it. Okay, good enough. Let's disentangle the tape.
With slow and deliberate motions, pulling, bending, and unraveling, you manage to extricate the magnetic tape from the branches. It curls up into a mess inside your pocket. If only you could find a way to re-spool it, so that you could hear what's on the tape.
The lieutenant looks at the mess in your hands. Only after you've successfully cleaned the branches does the curiosity get him.
What's the tape for?
He asks. Yeah, right. It's for Egghead. You don't know him. I promised to make his Van Eyck's jam, hit a bit harder. Maybe this tape can help.
How? It's broken and unspooled. Do you think your new buddy knows how to fix it?
I'm not sure, but I'll find out. Maybe Egghead can point me in the right direction.
You could also get it fixed at the pawn shop across the street. We shouldn't waste our time.
He looks at his wristwatch a little impatiently.
Good idea. He might have the tools. The tape projector in the pawn shop uses similar tape.
Good, Hawthorne. And I'm gonna pat the tree in goodbye.
The hurt feelings of the tree are not alleviated by this sudden display of care and emotion. You manipulative bastard.
Fair.
The younger stems and branches are adorned with sharp thorns that scratch your hand.
Also fair.
Oh, whatever. This barely registers as damage.
You say that, but Kim threw my sandwich in the trash. I mean, not trash. Anyway, what did I want to buy here? I can buy the amphibian sports visors again. Nice, I think. But that's not what I wanted to buy.
The speakers below are banged up and worthless. The sneakers triumph over them. They're the star of the show here.
It's the sneakers that I wanted to buy. Reaction speed and hand-eye coordination. I mean, it really doesn't matter, but it is a Fallen Ultra set, so I kind of want that. What are you telling me? Nothing here. Because I'm collecting most of the things. Ooh. Oh, no, it's not interactive. A bundle of magnetic tape. Yeah. Well, let's go to here. It might have been the sneakers, but it might have been something else as well. Might have been here. I don't know. I don't think so.
Hello, hello. Let me know if I can help you with anything.
Do you have any recordings of the Col du Mama d'Aqua?
The Col du Mama d'Aqua?
He looks at you with astonishment.
Sorry, I would never have guessed that you were that interested in ultrasonic sounds. Or birds, for that matter.
Oh, yeah, I have hobbies, just like all normal people, because I'm a normal person.
Oh, I didn't mean to imply otherwise. But it's been a while since I've gone hunting for the Col du Mama d'Aqua myself. Once knew a group of young musicians who decided they didn't want to play music anymore, and started looking for all kinds of interesting sounds instead. This was before, you know, lost touch with them after all of that.
That sounds so cool.
Cool or not, One of them was obsessed with recording the Coldy Mamadakwa, and he was one of those passionate people who know a lot about all kinds of strange things. So he got the rest of us to join in his search.
And did you ever find it?
We thought we did. We got together all these recordings of unusual sound patterns, compared them,
He chuckles.
cut them up and combined them into the Symphonia Coldy Mamadakwa.
Sinfonia, actually, because I'm pretty sure this is supposed to be the Portuguese-style language that this game has. Can I listen to it?
Unfortunately, I don't have any recordings from my old life. None at all. But I do have a tape with some ultrasonic sounds that might be what you're looking for.
He starts rummaging through some tapes behind the counter.
Do we really have time for this?
Spin that bird song! Bird's Nest Roy dusts off a case and then takes out the tape and places it on the tape player.
This recording comes from down the coast. Wasn't looking to record anything specific. Just left a recording device there one morning. Keep in mind, I have to slow this one down enough to make sounds well over 200 kilohertz audible to the human ear. It will be strange.
He switches the tape player on. The speakers begin to emit a low hum, and ellipses only have 3 dots.
As the hum grows louder, modulating but always unnaturally uncomfortably low, like it's coming not from the speakers, but also from inside your chest, breathing is becoming difficult. He nods to you, reassuringly, just as more diverse, higher-pitched sounds, some random, some appearing to form patterns, hit your eardrums.
What's that?
Gulls and skewers. But
He raises a index finger, I assume, and inclines his head towards the speakers. A new, very high-pitched shivering sound emerges amidst the others.
That's it. The signal in the noise. The thin whisper. A low range of sounds is easier to handle with a focal point, but still troubling. You are mesmerized by the sounds, but also feel nausea welling up as the motif continues, then begins to recede, dissolving in what must be the sound of water lapping at the bank.
He switches the tape player off.
you know, now that I've listened to it on these new speakers, it's not the Coldy Mamadakwa. Wrong patterns, wrong photons. Probably some insect trying to sing higher than its predators can hear. Still, fascinating, aren't they? Early morning sounds.
Mm-hmm. I do wonder if a tape player would be able to record 200... I don't think it would. There are some microphones that are weird. Old microphones, I should say, because high-frequency microphones can record, you know, high frequencies. But old microphones sometimes would be able to record really high frequencies at you know, audible volumes. Modern day and just normal the modern day dynamic microphones don't work quite like that. They're really, you know, engineered to just record the audible a little bit. Okay, they go a little bit above, but usually just the audible frequencies, which is they don't usually go above 25 kilohertz or megahertz or whatever it was. Yeah, because our audio range is about 20. Hey, do you know how to fix this? I'm gonna show him the bundle of magnetic tape. He looks at the bronze-colored bundle in your hand.
You mean re-spool it? Yeah, I do, but...
Great, could you do it, please? This is important. I need to be able to play this tape for someone. He slowly finishes his thought.
But I'm not some Mr. Fix-It. I'm a pawnbroker. If you want to pawn the tape, sure. Although it looks pretty... worthless.
Just explain why you need this so much. He's bound to understand.
He is, yeah. Worthless? It's not worthless, Roy. This could be the next big thing for the local dance music scene.
Huh?
He slowly taps his fingers on the counter.
What do you mean?
Do you know that old church down the coast?
Yes. What about it?
I met some young ravers near the place. They want to turn the church into a nightclub and play some weird neo-disco beats there. They call it anodic dance music. I promised to help them with that.
Is it any good? The music, I mean.
No, that's the thing. You can't believe how unbelievably thin the beat is. There's nothing to it. No bass. It just goes bzoot, bzoot, bzoot. But this tape could make it hardcore.
Man, you're really invested in this.
He looks at the bundle of tape in front of him. It shimmers under the shop's dazzling light show.
Okay, I'll help you out. It's going to take a moment, though, so just sit back and relax.
You take some time to look around the store. The play of visuals all around the pawn shop is mesmerizing. Suddenly, Roy turns back to you with a reel of tape in his hand and coughs.
I'm gonna look at the clock. Wait, this took more than just a few moments? That was like 15 minutes.
Yeah,
He nods.
it was. Respooling isn't that difficult, although I had to mend the tape in a few places. Anyhow, it's yours now.
He slides the tape closer to you on the countertop. Well, thanks for the help. I'm gonna proceed and take the repaired tape.
Yeah, my pleasure. I'll do what I can for true passion projects. Just try not to use this tape for negative photon emissions. Take responsibility. Okay.
Oh, yeah, don't worry. Negative photon emissions. I'm pretty sure that's an actual physical phenomenon. It's just that it doesn't happen unless you're in a black hole or something to that extent. The bronze-colored tape found in the branches of a hawthorn tree that was bad and then good has been reconstructed into an usable reel of magnetic tape. It's pretty fragile and in an odd format, which doesn't fit into any portable tape players. Nevertheless, Egghead will be stoked. If I'm not mistaken, the wave is vertical. I might be wrong about this, but basically if you have I don't know what the width of this tape is, but let's say an inch. You have an inch wide tape, and if you cut it in half, like along the length, and you make it into two half an inch wide tapes, do you know what I mean? You still preserve all of the data in the tape, as long as it's recorded properly and it's not damaged and all this sort of stuff, obviously. Because the way the sound is recorded is by magnetifying bands. It's not really bands because this is an analog, so it isn't digital, so it's not like bits. It's a frequency of magnetism. So some bits will be more magnetized and others will be less magnetized, and magnetized in different ways, and that makes the up and down of sound, because sound is just up and down frequency, sound waves basically. So I think the format shouldn't be much of an issue. You might have to cut the tape, but as long as it's smaller than another tape reel, you should be able to just put it in there and be able to read it. But I'm not a specialist on tapes, or I'm a specialist on some things. But anyway, I am out of time for the day. So for right now, I'm Colonel RPG, and this has been Disco Elysium. I really hope you've enjoyed it. And if you did, go ahead and leave a comment, like the video, but above all, thank you so much for watching, and I hope I'll see you next episode. Bye-bye.